Hi, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are checking out Jurassic World Survival Frenzy Pack Deinonychus, who is a brand new species from Mattel. As usual, there's not a lot on the back, just images of the rest of the wave, Jurassic play info. Now let's get it all unpacked. Here we have the figure unpacked, and the extensive feather sculpting across the figure looks great. We have this red tone across the figure's body, tail, and arms, with this contrasting beige tone used on the figure's legs and neck. The head features an interesting sculpt and paint apps with a mixture of grey and brown, along with striking yellow eyes. The extensive use of the feather detailing even helps to enhance the figure's muscle definition. I really like the detailing across the figure's head, and we have a brownish tone for the lower jaw. We have a mixture of skin texturing on the snout, which transitions in the feather detailing as you move back. We have this dark grey tone used for the upper part of the figure's head. The articulated jaw opens fairly wide, and the bottom teeth are sculpted as part of the tongue. They have been painted in a soft white tone, whilst the upper part of the mouth is unpainted. The neck is pretty much covered in this feather detailing. It also has some red speckling in places. Here on the throat, we have this interesting feather detailing, which sort of hangs down. So far on the figure's head and neck, we have loads of great looking sculpted feathers. We have a splash of red here on the neck. We also have some muscle definition on the back, which actually shows through the feathers. Leading down to the tail, and we have all this great looking feather detailing, along with these extra large feathers around it. And we also have some dark speckling across the tail. And the feather detailing is just as sharp on the underside of the tail. On the other part of the rear legs, we have more feather detailing, which transitions into the skin texturing. And just look at the size of its sickle claw that this figure has. Just here, between the leg and arm, we have some fine skin texturing here on the body. The arms have even more feather detailing on its shoulder and running down the back of its arms. The arms are actually fairly bendy, with some decent muscle definition to them. I'm really impressed with how the figure looks. The feather detailing across it just looks fantastic. The underside of the figure has a pretty smooth finish to it, with some fine skin detailing. Here's the articulation. It's pretty basic. The tail can rotate all the way around like this. The legs can move backwards and forwards, and so can the arms. Moving up to its neck, it can move up and down, and finally it has an articulated jaw. And here on its foot, we have its Jurassic play code. Now let's get him scanned in. And here he is scanned in. Here's the front of him, side, back, other side. Here's the info. Here's how tall he is, died his meat, weighs him as 3 dogs, and his origin is America. Here we have Deinonychus alongside 2 other members of raptor family. Here we have Pyroraptor and Dromaeosaurus. Here is alongside the Hammond Collection Pyroraptor. As you can see, they have a very similar posture. From above, you can see their elaborate feather detailing and tails. And here we have the recently released Strike Attack Dromaeosaurus. And look how cool their feather detailing and elaborate tails look. Deinonychus has this stylized feather design with some skin texturing here and there. And this theropod is part of the Dromaeosaurid family, commonly known as raptors. In the most recent wave of Strike Attack figures, we had another figure from the same family, Dromaeosaurus. But Deinonychus was much larger, and both were closely related to modern day birds. The feather detailing across the figure looks great. The colour scheme across the figure is not bad. I especially like the detailing and colours used around the figure's head. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.